Well, I'm John Withrow. This is my wife, Chris. And we're sitting in a coffee shop in Fort Collins, Colorado. The date is Saturday, July 24th, 2010. And probably the three things we're going to be doing today are, number one, helping my eldest stepson, your eldest son, move his mother-in-law
Into his basement.
into his basement. The second thing is to work on my greenhouse that I've been slowly building in the backyard. And the third thing is that I'll probably be spending some time practicing for tomorrow's Sunday morning service. I play guitar. It's a good release for me away from the office.
Goes to bed.
Vincent, come here.
Can you try calling my house? Oh my.
Hi!
Hi! 303-927.
Oh, really?
No. Here? Oh, what's that?
Truck is getting fuller.
And we can show small shit on the bookshelves.
Yep.
And you can edit that part. Or he can edit that part.
Yep.
Or he can rate it PG-13.
That's right. So Chip, what's in your pocket, by the way? What are in your pockets?
Cell phone, cigarettes and lighter, wallet and a comb.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
And what's your biggest fear?
Shit in my pants right now. Actually, I'm gonna walk towards the office, so
Okay.
I'll let you get small stuff up here before we put that other set of cabinets and stuff in.
Okay.
And then, if you can, get stuff on these shelves. And the shelves are removable. So
Okay.
you can take those out too.
Shelves in here, I take?
Yeah. So I'm
Oh,
gonna walk
these.
towards the office and I'll be back in a minute.
Alrighty.
Are you going to ride in the truck?
Okay. We've done a couple of loads and now we have all this stuff that's going to go to Goodwill. And so that's the final of 3 loads today. Exactly. And so now we're Then we're going to go to dinner.
You did? Good job, Kenton. You'll get that all done in a minute.
Well, it's pretty late, and in fact, it's getting near midnight, so I better finish this out pretty quick. We just got back from Denver after finishing the process of helping Chip's mother-in-law move to her new place. I know that I said that I was going to be working on my greenhouse and preparing for tomorrow morning's worship service, but like most moving processes, this one took far longer than expected, and so it's only now that I'm getting back. And it's just me. Chris is actually in Denver right now at a hotel. We had company all this week, and so she's staying at a hotel with the company so that she can see them off at the airport early tomorrow morning. And so for the first time in a while, I'm sitting here alone in my own house. And perhaps I can use this time to answer some of the questions that have been given me. What do I fear the most? What I fear the most is failure. Both on a personal level and on a large-scale corporate level. I desperately want to be wrong about this, but I look at my world and I see the darkness coming. I see corporations that are getting larger and larger all the time. I see churches that are getting bigger. I see banks that are buying banks. I see corporations that are spanning the globe and are labeled too big to fail. I see corporations that are gaining control of people's lives on the outside and taking more control of people's minds on the inside. I see unsustainable agriculture. I see temperatures rising and hurricanes getting stronger and famines getting worse. And I see ocean sea levels rising. And even though there are things that I'm trying to do to stop it, I take a look at my culture and I see that there's every indication that we're all just going to let it happen. As bad as it is, we're heading right towards it, and there's nothing that we can do. And I take a look at my grandchildren, Sierra and Kenton, and I wonder what their grandchildren are going to say about us. What do you do as a person in my situation, in our situation, where you're trying to do some things to keep the world from experiencing some horrible things? And it seems like no matter what you do, it's not enough. The truth is that I hope that it's enough, because if it isn't, if all of the things that I fear are true in the year 2050 or beyond, then I fear for the world that my grandchildren's grandchildren will have. And I fear the inevitable disdain that they will have for us, which we will very much deserve. What do I love the most? I love family. I love community. I love friends. I love my church. And since we spent a lot of time on my eldest, Chip, I guess I should focus on him a bit. I love all of my stepsons very, very much. I think with Chip, what I love the most is that he's a fierce friend and a fierce family member. And today was a good example. He spent his birthday weekend helping his mother-in-law move into his basement. But that's Chip. That's the way he's always been. And it's especially poignant for someone with my background who came from a family that, let's just say, we've only learned to love each other from afar. And yet to see Chip on a daily basis, spending time loving his wife, his daughter, his son, being the one who's patient when nobody else is patient, being the one who keeps his cool when I've long since lost my cool. He's a bit of a hero of mine. I'm 41 years old. I've helped raise 3 stepsons, 2 step-grandchildren. I've gotten a PhD. I've shown my work internationally, and I've published a book. And yet, when I'm around any of my 3 stepsons, I feel very much the same way. I feel like a learner. I feel like a student in the classroom. And I'm reminded of a whole area of life and living that is still very new to me, and for which I still have a lot to learn. It's July 24th, 2010, and what's in my pockets? Keys. Actually, these keys are interesting in that this is, I'm sure you can't see this, but this is a Douglas fir beetle. It's a close cousin to the mountain pine beetle that has done a lot of damage to lodgepole pine forests in Colorado in the past few years. And this I've gotten a lot of crap about, but it's wonderful. It's my own design, and it's a combination wallet, checkbook, and checkbook for 2 separate accounts, by the way, and a day timer. People give me crap because of how thick it is, but it's wonderful, and I've really enjoyed it. And so, here it is. It's near midnight, so from Colorado, good night.